something happened to one of the players.
That's
IRL.
right.
So, Right Turtle got the free dub in that finals bracket after they beat Cute Hamster in the semis. And then Pickup Guap, they got the 8 points there, and they didn't show up last week. So they didn't play. We had 111 teams play last week in the bracket on a Sunday. A little bit of a shake-up there, but we're back here today. It's Saturday. We're back in the game, and we're heading into lockdown. Cute Hamsters versus the Lobsters. Is it Hamster Day or Lobster Day? Well, as Bobster would like to say after they would get the win, he's eating lobster, and it looks like Cute Hamster, they're still doing that or looking to still do that, even without Bop in the lineup.
They're looking to feast just like Bomb was doing in the past. And I have to ask you, Blue, do you think an Amanda Show reference would be too dated for our viewer base? Do you think I can go back to my childhood?
Here's the thing, man. Like I watched it, right? I know what you're gonna reference, or
yeah, of course. There's only one thing that anyone is going to reference from that show, and it's that.
Yeah, I just love how I watched some of the COD cast with my boy I Hold Shift, and he makes all these movie references and nobody knows what he's talking about. And he's just like, that makes me feel old. And I'm like, don't worry, man. I'm like, what, 5-6 years younger than you, and I understand him. So, someone out there appreciates you, and I just want you to know, Kresnik, if you make any, I will appreciate you.
Okay. That does make me feel a little better. We'll see if we have
reasons. Even if I don't get a reference, I will either ask you and say, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't get it right."
And
off
lie.
The bat." No, I would never
Please
lie
to me. No, definitely.
Never lie to you.
In the moment, at least on broadcast, lie to me for now. Two Hamsters hoping to tell truth about their gameplay. They can take down Lovely Lobsters here on the attack first. Yeah, and they're attacking first, which you've convinced me it's not the way to go. You can set the momentum, but then you give them the better side on the second end.
Oh, I convinced you.
You did.
I told you. Nice shot with the bow. Reveals a few members there, and then is able to get a double bounce. Didn't knock them, but good damage to kind of just, force them back, not allow them to push. I like how they faked it towards that B site, use the reveal, force out that flashbang like I was talking about from the Talon, then go for the plant on this A site. Grenade pops!
Oh!
The perfect bounce! Finds Anvil there. I don't think the revive's going to come through fast enough. No, it will not. Fathom gets taken out.
Perfect bounce from his own teammate.
I was going to say, CK Cold Kill, one of the sleepers in the tournament. I picked 2 sleepers before we started today. CK Cold Kill, they're out, but Lovely Lobster was the other one with Fathom and Silhouette and Keter leading that team. And Zestro backed him up as well. Nice knock there on the Keter from Delena. Shield goes up, and now the starts to come through. Look at the barbed wire to push them back. Gronky playing very close, finds 1, finds 2.
And it all up. Lovely Lobster wiped off the face of the earth. Cute Hamsters will get the defuse thanks to that little clamshell they put down with those shields. Keter's how you say that name. I was thinking I was going to call him Wonder because of the number in there, but I'm glad that you've corrected me with that one. Cute Hamster looking as good as we'd expect from them here on lockdown. I think this is one of their maps.
Man, I am just guessing. I do not know how to say that man's name.
I'm gonna call him Key Wonder because that is what I thought. Yeah,
you know what? That actually looks like that's Key Wonder plays.
Something. We'll ask him after. We'll be corrected. This is our sin made of this game.
I was playing King of the Hill the other day, and he was on my team, and then I saw that he posted that on Twitter, screenshot, because he got like 60 downs, and he's trying to get as many as possible. I couldn't respond because I'm still in Twitter prison, but shout out to Key Wonder, if that's how you say his name. He carried me.
Figure it out piece by piece, and he's figuring out the hold from Cute Hamsters early down with bounce. And he doesn't realize that Gronky's there, so to force him back, but it doesn't look like anyone's there to really help him with that crossfire from the left side. They're pushing for that, though. Great timing, but can't get the turn on to frag out. Still going for that res. Ink will likely bleed out there forward. No fast res. Wasn't willing to commit to it either. They're going to lose 1 for that, but could potentially get this one. There's a push coming on the right. They heard him. Coming Gronky solo, running away. Can't escape, and Lovely Lobster immediately answer back from a strong round from Cute Hamster.
Yeah, I instantly want to give props to Fathom there. He's playing Kestrel. This is something that, when he first came into the scene, he was strictly a Phantom player. Then he had to, force himself to play Fixer because that was kind of the meta. when you wanted to run a sniper, plus he was just really good and you had to run him. Then you got G8 and Fathom kind of, wasn't able to find teams that could complement his playstyle, wasn't able to find any success in any of the tournaments early on, and kind of just fell back into the background of the scene. Now he's starting to step up, found some people that he can really grind with and really gather some chemistry and really complement his playstyle, and not just complement his playstyle, but help him improve his playstyle and start to find some other rogues that he can find success on. And he's starting to do that here. So big props to Fathom for finding something and finding a team, finding some teammates that can not only help him grow, but improve his game.
I'll see if how much that'll come true here. Fathom already, man, the hour here pushing up, getting that shield down. Maybe could look at that plant, but actually walking out, getting surrounded here and down by that frag. Now that bomb's out in the open, so they're gonna have to win some gunfights. Here's Zestro with a great crossfire, downing Delena when he tried to climb up top onto that tower. Only frag out and Ink still standing. Likely not be able to pick up the talent, where the down was earlier. I guess nice that utility, and Wonder finds Ink as well, so it's just the trench left. Frag out here fighting, can't connect that last shot, though, and lovely Lobster, again, playing on a strong side on lockdown. We can't ignore that, but still looking solid here on lockdown.
Yeah, I love that round from them. I mean, we saw this from Console's finest. They got a couple rounds off Cute Hamster, and then Cute Hamster just kind of, unleashed the beast, broke through the chains, and were able to find some success in dominant fashion. So maybe that's what they're gearing up to do here. But again, lovely Lobster, Anvil's available. This is something they practiced. You can tell. Those flashbangs are huge on lockdown, and they're just playing both sides pretty well right now. They're up in the economy, and you can just see the way they're baiting out reveals. They're baiting out flashbangs, and now look at this. Nice reveal, and another double bounce with the arrow. Finds good damage. Doesn't find the knock, but again, that forces them to back up. Have to regen the health. Rotation's a little slow from them as well. And once again, this is looking like a free site.
Possibly, but they're taking it a little slower than I think they might have wanted to. Fathom is now here, but barbed wire in the way. Actually, they're all pushing it. Fathom again falls. Have not seen a lot of success from his timing. Got the bomb down. Went down for it. Didn't get revived though, thanks to that Dahlia. So they'll still be standing here. So now the rest of Cute Hamsters have to figure out how they want to approach this. Shield could still be in the way. Despawn. We'll have to see as they try to get something in. Looks like a shot. Yes, maybe. On that one here, Seeker. Shield actually put down. They have the angle on Ink. Gronky does his own teammate, the one to take him down with that frag grenade. Now they're forced in uncomfortably. Players up top. Halo drone spent 2 down, 1 finished. There's another down for them, and lovely Lobster are holding on here. It's just Ink going for this res, getting ran at, taking down Fathom. Like maybe we'll get the next C4. Helps him hold on to 1 versus 2, but he has to move the ball. The timer is almost up. He'll just get some cash and let himself fall over there as lovely Lobster definitely catch a lucky break, but they make the most of it.
Yeah, it's a really good play there, the double kill, just to get some extra money, finish off the Dahlia as well, so even more money in the pockets for that Anvil there. Ink, he did what he could there, but I like how Ink has shredder rounds available. I mean, that's something that kind of puts a little wrench in the Anvil plan, of course, because the Anvil can get shredder rounds with an LMG, and when you upgrade it once, you got 9 in clipping. Basically, 1 clipping, or not even like half a clip, taking down the shield with it. So they get rid of the attacking Anvil shield pretty quickly, put down their own, go for that plant. Yeah, unfortunately, Gronky's grenade takes him down just because he was getting shot from tower. This is a good hold from the defense too, and they were able to put the APSs down afterwards to take out the trench bar. So it's just a great play. Nice headshots coming in from T, and that was key to getting that down. Ink though does retaliate with the C4. Shield's already been used, so if they can break in. Nice bomb plant, but look at this from behind. Fathom taking over that side. Nice shots from the crossfire, and then he finishes them off. And then finishes them off once again. But Zestro just coming in from the back. He was able to get that revive onto his teammate as well. So he couldn't finish off the Anvil. He had to double knock him. And then that allowed Zestro to jump up and get the kill onto Ing. The rest of the team was already dead, so good push through red and nice headshots from the Seeker to really set up that play for them. Yeah, it kind of went awry there for a second, but Zestro just did what he needed to do and finished off that round. A great play from Lovely Lobster. Like I said, 4-1 on Cute Hamster right now. And if I had to guess, man, this is not the team that I would think would beat Cute Hamsters in a demo. But again, I put them on the sleeper list for a reason.
Yeah, definitely kicking me awake from the sleeper list from how they've been looking here so far. But you got to remember, this is lockdown attack. This is one of the sides that we would give a heavy advantage to. So they can look strong here. They want to get as many rounds as they can, so they don't have to win a lot when it comes to the defense, because it will be difficult. Fathom unable to stick that plant there down now with the bomb in the open, so Lovely Lobster will have to change game plans and play to frag at this point. You can see Delena and Gronky there on the far right side. Zestro peeks alone, downed, of course, by the DMR. Now there'll only be 2 left. That bounce nade looked huge, but only did just a little bit of damage to Gronky. A little bit better from him, though. The frag will knock him low, and they're going to be forced to disengage, and they're going to have to rely almost solely on this flank from Silhouette. Gets 1. Find the rest quite yet. They're just going to be looking for any pick they can get, but none of them are really looking realistic right now.
Oh man, they are so spread apart from each other. If one goes down, it is not going to look good. The whole revive will be available, and finally the Crossfire, they push that Seeker all alone. Finally able to find him, and now just on the backside here, in the defender side of the map, is Silhouette. Well, he might just try and be a Silhouette hiding at the shadow right now.
Unfortunately, all that intel was being given up to the team, of course, considering frag out above him, down, going to be calling everything. Now, 3 players peeking him at once. That one wasn't going to be happening. Cute Hamster managed to get another defensive round to make things a little bit easier for them when things flip over anyway.
Yeah, it was a really good hold from the trench and the anvil on the side of the site, but the biggest play was probably Gronky just being able to hold himself on battery off the torch there. He throws the smoke too to keep the Seeker from advancing towards tower. That's what's happened every time they had a successful A push. They take over tower and they have that crossfire from luggage. So this time, not allowing him to get in the tower, not allowing him to be pushed up to garage door. Great play from Gronky. Nice usage of the smokes there as well. Just keep him at bay. And plus, you know, no tracker rounds available for Seeker. He has to throw his arrow through that smoke. So if he wants to give up that arrow just because it's being forced out by the smoke, then Gronky's going to win that engagement. Just wait it out.
Yeah, and you can wait it out until maybe that second arrow comes back up right, because it doesn't recharge fairly quickly. Unfortunate. Little heart attack from that bounce nade coming back from Key. But Silhouette actually finds the first. Picking out there, shooting the Halo drone down to the garage. Won't connect on anybody else. Trying to finish that pick. Doesn't matter. Bled out anyway. Still holding tentatively around this side. Obviously don't want to get C4. Don't want to give up too much. I'm not sure how far on the side Gronky is, if they're inside or not. But the bomb is transitioning back indoors. They're going to hope this crossfire can be successful here. Key already set up, forcing them back. This should let them get this plant down. Now they're going to know exactly where they are thanks to that reveal. But the outside crossfire has to protect garage door, and Key has to keep this position, at least for now. That bomb didn't get planted. The anvil wasn't willing to stick it. And they're playing now, maybe trying to bait them to push. And it might have worked now. Fraga goes down. Fathom's pushing for more. Ink is so low, likely won't survive any further aggression from here. Knocked down, and that is one hell of a half here from Lovely Lobster. 5-2 here. Attack on lockdown.
Man, I'll tell you, if his name is Key Wonder Plays, he is making some wonderful plays right now. He is just hitting these headies. The Seeker play, the Seeker gun play right now, the crouching, and just the way he's able to use the walls to his advantage, just the way he's able to peek and re-peek and just win these gunfights. He is showing so much discipline, and that's something that we're going to see more of as time progresses here in this scene, because players are realizing, you know, at one point it was, oh, Cute Hamsters won again. Oh, they won again. Oh, now SeekOut's available, right? And now we're seeing teams start to take rounds and now maps off of these top teams, not just in SeekOut, but also in demo, because they're watching, they're reviewing the VODs, they're practicing, enhancing their skill sets, and also just the ability to show the discipline and to, you know, it's not all about winning gunfights. It's not all about killing the enemy team. It's not all about planting the bomb, defusing the bomb. The ability to gain that discipline and not just being able to win gunfights, but be patient with your gunfights. You saw there, he didn't overcommit, held strong, allowed his anvil to get the bomb planted, and then he was just peaking when he needed to do so. And the crossfires were looking beautiful. But as we go into the second half here, Cute Hamster able to grab 2 on the defensive side. And like you said, this is an attack-sided map, so we'll see what they can do on their attack.
We've seen Cute Hamsters have some phenomenal attacking halves here. Delena, the Talon with the bomb over here on the left, actually getting chipped down. Pretty hardcore by Zestro, some good shots there, but maybe staying a little bit overstaying their welcome. Knocked by the bounce nade. Key Wonder going to have to rotate to go for that pickup as the smoke goes down. Plant will begin here. Zestro finished off. Didn't go for the res, actually, interestingly enough, but I guess I see why. Another bounce nade came in to finish them off. They're forced to disengage, and now Lovely Lobster playing at a disadvantage. They're on an APS, but Dallas finding that radar dart. Denying too much information, though. They're still running in 3v4. Inca wins that duel against Key Wonder as well, so they are stuck in a rough place, Blue.
Yeah, not a good pistol round so far for the side of Lovely Lobster. Not looking very lovely now. The blood from Cute Hamster.
Been wiped out.
Right
Run
in
it
the
again.
face, gets both of them afterwards. That was a beautiful play from them, being able to take out Zestro very quickly. You don't want to get stuck in the spot that he got stuck in, especially with Talon just being played by someone who is probably one of the better shots in the game right now, Delena, or, you know, washed up pant, as you can see on the screen. Now he's going to have the Deadeye available. Also, it's not just Zestro being caught out very early on or being stuck, you know, in a position that he shouldn't have been stuck in, but also the fact that he's playing Dahlia, and you need him alive. I like the fact that they're bringing out the Dallas on defense too, a little bit of a shake-up. It's something we normally don't see. Again, I think the Talon would have been a better option here, but they want to bring in the Incense instead of the C4 and just deny the bomb plant altogether. No anvil for the side of Cute Hamster on the attacking side, so they're going to have to play with the Talon to get these bombs down. They can also play a little bit of hot potato with him, although he is being the natural bomb carrier to start off with, and they're going to have to play off smoke very early on.
Yeah, I mean, getting him up here, getting that radar dart down outside, I think in particular to see who's holding that corner can help you so much. Because if you know that someone's there, probably waiting with a C4, just like I'm sure Silhouette is doing around that corner. Not sure what that flash is going to find. They'll use a counter C4 maybe to pressure him back. Won't be able to actually down him with it. And there is the response. Exactly what I was saying they were waiting for. Delena will burn out. One. Actually, are they going to get that Dolly Link? Yes, they are. I thought he was going to burn, but the Incense just barely not enough damage.
Enemies have armed the bomb.
EMP to try to stop or finish them off after the plant. Something's going to be able to disengage. And Cute Hamster, slowly but surely, they got that bomb down. Now the pressure is on Lovely Lobster. What space can they take? And not much. They have the Deadeye watching them on that little bit of a corner, and Cute Hamsters are taking high ground control.
Yeah, I believe that the C4 down is being linked by Dahlia because he is the bomb planter, so you got to put that link on him. Plus, you know, if they do end up finishing off that kill, Dahlia can grab the bomb from the distance. Now firing from above his drone, finally finding the hip fire, jumping off of Talon. Is the
Friendly's eliminated.
Zip towards
That's
the
gonna
back,
hurt the
and
bottom
once
line.
again, it's another round in favor of the attackers. Cute Hamster. But I was gonna say, I think that C4 kill was actually Talon C4 being shot.
It looked like he threw it pretty far. He threw it at their anvil.
I think it didn't go all the way to the corner, is what I'm saying, and then he didn't explode it right away. It could have been the anvil C4, or it could have been shot off the ground.
It was one. Either way, it was either it was some sort of mistake them committed.
Fathom was playing anvil for Lobster on attack, so I don't know if they swapped up and he's not playing it on defense. Because Silhouette got the C4, so if it wasn't,
I'm pretty sure it is Silhouette on the anvil. I think they did switch something up. Yeah, Fathom is on the talents now. Bounce nade. Getting Delena on the rotation in, plus Sticky Sensor gives them some information, but Zestro cannot stay committed there because of that reveal in response to him. So hold here. They're willing to just walk right through this smoke. Where are they holding? We can't really tell. from this space. Wonder so close, but flooded over from the other side as well. And Silhouette stem the tide. There is no way the entire team just falls apart. And this is why I said, great start by Lovely Lobster, but how they perform in this half is going to be what matters, as things are already even back out.
Yeah, it looked really good on attack for the side of Lovely Lobster. But again, like you said, this is an attack-sided map. You can also kind of tell that the attack from Lovely Lobster was very coordinated. They, that was their game plan. It looked very nice and neat, and they knew how to execute it very perfectly. On the defensive side, they look a little sloppy. You saw right there, they just did not back up. They didn't respect Cute Hamster. Even after the smoke goes through, there was no respect given to Cute Hamster. They stayed in the smoke, even, advanced a little bit and took more space through the smoke. Meanwhile, Lovely Lobster, look at where Key Wonder was when he got caught out. Just playing right there on site, didn't give it up. No respect given.
Yeah, none at all. None at all from that one. And Cute Hamsters, to change that up, are giving a little bit more respect now here. They're sitting back. They're not really committing. They're kind of baiting for picks because of that early damage that they ended up taking. Now red control. Gonna be for Cute Hamsters. It wasn't anyone's in the first place. So they've decided to walk in and take it for themselves. And they know who is holding close by there on the side. They know that someone is right there. I'm hoping they can overwhelm him. The crossfire does look like it is close by for them. Silhouette playing right behind that shield. Bounce nade. Looks like it knocked Gronky low. Are they going to push for it? Not a lot of HP for them. Fathom with a crossfire from the garage door. This should be what sends them in, but they can't be they can't be too aggressive with this. That's going to happen though. Fathom down from outside by Ant. That is making them rotate out.
The reveal didn't grab the two that were in the corner off red as well. They have to confirm that. Nice. 4 to find Zestro, but let's say that quickly. Gronky responds with 2 of his own.
Huge push through there. Huge push through the doorway, catching them from that cross. Knew that they were giving up all that space because of that one pick outside. Because the Talons held the bomb for most of the round, so they see Talon pick outside. We gotta leave. We have to go meet them because we don't want to let this plant happen. Maybe they should have just held strong and gotten those picks and dealt with the plant later.
It's weird too because they can actually just pass the bomb to Dahlia even at a distance because she has the ability to grab that bomb just like Talon with those mag gloves because she's sharing that passive with them. She wants to keep them alive because he's the bomb carrier, but. I don't know. I think you just have to commit a little bit more lethal from Lobster on that corner because you get Kestrel so low and you're not able to confirm that kill. Really would have put him at a disadvantage on the attacking side if you're able to do so. Nice.
Enemies have armed the bomb. Disarm it.
Some type of damage, but he's being held from the midsection. Look at Gronky, padded steps and Stalker just walking it down.
And they're going to have no idea that he's doing this. I mean, unless someone's ready to look, but I just saw the mini-map and everyone is staring forward. Either Lovely Lobster move now or this round is pretty much null and void for them. So much intel. There goes the first Key Wonder. Will fall, Zestro unable to turn in time. 2 downs here for Kestrel. Finish one off and get ready to rotate and help them out. Silhouette just caught in that space. Halo just will pick him off, and it's just Fathom left, wondering how it could have gone this poorly after how things started. Shot there from the beginning, but you can't kill that many players, especially with Dallas's DMR. Cute Hamster are just coming back swinging from that initial half.
Match point. Tighten up.
Yeah, I don't see much usage coming from the Dallas here. I understand, like I said earlier, Fathom, naturally that sniper player, right, wants to use that devotion. Dallas can bring that mentality to the table, but again, the reveals, they're just not helping out to the best of their ability. They're baiting them out from the side of Cute Hamster. Also, the Incen, I think you need that C4 and that flashbang right now. They don't have an anvil on the side of Cute Hamster. The C4, I think, will do a lot more damage than the Incen at this point because that hasn't helped you out. The only thing that has been doing anything for them is the EMP. And I think the flashbang is just a little bit better in the situations they're using it. You saw one EMP just come out right there. So if you flashbang the same you're EMPing off stage right there, you get the flashbang to connect. You can just here with the EMP, you don't want to rush them. You still see it.
Yeah, Yeah, but it seems like it might not even matter if you have that intel, because Cute Hamster are still just connecting all the shots, even with them pushing into the kind of phase. Bomb went down, everyone else is down as well, and Cute Hamster come back swinging.
Kind of background comes in to play a little bit here in Road Company. So they're looking good. I mean, Saint TK coming in, and they're up 7-2 against the first place team in the standings right now. So the bully for them. But we're in this game now. Vice strikeout. We had a little problem with the load in the first time. Same as the last match as well. So maybe Vice is just acting funky for you today, Kresnik.
Maybe. And it's a funky map. It's got plenty of it. It's got the stage in the middle. If there's anywhere to things to act funky, that's where it'd be. But hopefully won't be the case this time around. Cute Hamster hoping to close this set out right now. Scorch, Vi, just straight up corner pressure, area control with the Kestrel on top of it. Of course, they got to bring the Dahlia for those reses. It's so important here on strikeout to protect all of your tickets and keep your team alive and able to thrive. But I'm definitely, this is a cafe comp for me. What they've picked, this is cafe.
Ability to thrive, Kresnik. I love it.
This is definitely cafe, right? This is what this comp screams for me, that they are going to be owning that site 100%.
I think both of them really are cafe oriented. Maybe Lovely Lobster kind of screams a little bit more balanced towards Fountain. But Cute Hamster, yeah, like you said, they have that Slayer mentality with the Kestrel and now the Scorch in that lineup, because that basically replaces the Chalk, right? The Chalk's not available. It got banned out. So you bring in the Scorch. With Cafe, you have the ability to throw Incense. They're going to have double Incense, so I don't know, possibly on Lovely Lobster, I'm hating the fact that I don't have a Scorch to have immunity for you and the Dahlia already early on. Nice Kestrel throwing. 1-2. Wow. Gronky finds the double there on the back of the police car.
Just a huge play by Gronky. Only one to rotate on this area. Now caught out by the enemy, but there's no way he should be escaping from this, and somehow escapes the utility as well. Hoping to swing this site back in their advantage as well. Q1 gonna have to take the easy way out there instead of trying to hang on. And this is interesting. Usually we see teams hold by the fountain, over by that side, by the openings that go to be long, but they're pushing straight up to stage. They're willing to take that fight, hold forward, but these Halo drones might have broken down the door.
Man, you know, I mentioned how Cute Hamsters has been starting to improve on their strikeout gameplay, but Gronky has really started to improve. And I touched on this for the past couple of weeks, where they weren't really good at strikeouts because they weren't really good at defense. And Gronky has that Fortnite background, but these last 2 weeks, man, he has really stepped up. There was some instances last week where, you know, they lost the objective, they lost the team fight, but Gronky came out with doubles and triples. And he's like, probably in his head, like, come on, team. I'm improving on this. You guys have got to start making plays here. He's already making huge differences. Huge strides for him in his strikeout gameplay last week and now today, showing it as well as they full wipe Lovely Lobster once again, and it's 11-0 with only 2 people standing. Never mind, just one.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, the Wonder's good, but not going to turn that one around. It's about the subtle differences of how you position after a fight, right? The fact that you're not just like, all right, one guy left, you know, let's all sit here and wait for him to commit. It's about taking that ground, and that's what we're seeing Cute Hamster do now. That's that adapting to the respawn game mode that you mentioned. If they're doing that subconsciously and then able to focus on the bigger game at hand in front of mind, I think that is a huge difference maker for them, and they're going to be looking to take quite a bit of ground here on Cafe. This is their site. This should be where they do the best.
I was going to say, they just dominated Mountainside, and now they're going to go towards the side which is geared more towards the comp that they brought out, like you said. I think the success as greatly as they had it on Fountain, because they took over the site, they got it to their team wipe, and then they just pushed them into the stage and created those.
This is just put down the fire, play in it. Love this positioning by Ink, especially followed up by Gronky's Halos there. T1 trying to get a flank on, actually winning that one and gets healed back up. Might win that one 2 down by him getting shoved by Ink. Gets that, but trades his life for it in the process, which evens out these tickets entirely. You can see Level Lobster quickly going to flip on that site, back in control, and quickly bringing things back to 12-12.
Yeah, Fathom wasn't there quick enough to help his teammate, but I mean the double kill allowed Fathom to clean up that third person. That really helped them take advantage of the site. And now look at how the respect is being shown. Not over peeking. But one member did, and that was Zestro. He paid for it with his life, and now the move into the site starts to come, pushing out Fathom out of bathroom. It won't be enough to kill him, but enough to push him back. They take over the site now, but Key did find another.
Holding well, but Ink has that support there coming in from that close right side, that quick peek, sacrifice a little bit. I think the poison that was down just to get the rest of those picks and flip the site one more time, holding up by pillar up here. We'll be stuck into smoke, but might just be willing to push it. I mean, they can't push the incense, so as long as they have one up, who cares? I can sit here in the smoke all day.
I was gonna say, they did the exact same play 2 times in a row, and it worked out in their favor. They scorched Incense. They incend the edge of Cafe. The opposition would be holding. Scorch runs in the fire, stands there with immunity, and they force them behind that neon sign pillar, you know, the triangle shape one, and that's not very good cover.
No, it's definitely not. You're not happy if you're stuck there. Still, I'm probably not happy he couldn't at least take down one person with him in that fight. These incens are doing so much to slow down the push. Lovely Lobster. Maybe they could help Zestro if it wasn't there, but hindsight 2020, they're stuck in that corner. Only Fathom now left standing with the rest of his team out. Odds of a 1v10 not high, with Gronky coming around from mid as well. And we're going back to Fountain. Cute Hamsters look good there, and Lovely Lobster have to find out how they want to play these respawns, or they are going to be out.
Last round.
Yeah, second vice strikeout of the day for Cute Hamster, and they look flawless on it. I mean, they, what was it, 3-0 against Console's Finest, and now it's looking like it could be a repeat of that against Lovely Lobster. And man, Pink, dude, you've had stick drift on your controller for about 45 years. It's funny too, because we have a different producer than we did last week, and I touched on it last week. So it's we always seem to always be spectating Ink in the plane, watching the screen slowly go upwards.
Oh, you know what? He's got to hope his team gets a win this month, right? If Cute Hamsters win this month, maybe he can use that money and get a few control.
Cute Hamsters, so he can win a 10k. Yeah.
He's definitely hoping for it. He might need it. Is he using Joy-Cons? Is that what it is? Plug his Joy-Cons into a PC and
You do have gyro available on PC with the PS4 controllers, so.
Yes. I don't know if I'd ever use it in this game. There's some others I would, but I don't know if I want to use it in Roco.
Ralkion said it feels really good, so that's the gyro man I would trust.
True.
If I trust any gyro player's opinion, it would be Ralkion from the Paladin's gyro experience.
Running all the way around, deep flank by Zestro, hoping to get 1-2 would be better, and that's exactly what they will end up with. And flipping, they gave up a ticket by walking off it at the 0-0-0, but they're willing to make that sacrifice happen. They'll still keep control. See how Cute Hamsters are setting up for the retake here. Looks like they have one player all play in the back to potentially pincer them. Bouncing forces Zestro out, but doesn't do any damage. It's a 1-to-1 on the other side of the map, as they use the smokes to slowly take ground here. I don't know if Gronky saw them, though. I don't know if they even know that Gronky's up here. Looks like they now have a pretty good idea. Gronky down. We'll get Dahlia res. Trying to take this position. Can't get that flip, though. Another ticket will bleed out. Cute Hamsters, for the first time here, looking like they're on the back foot. Gronky, another down there with the halo.
They're finally able to make some plays. I mean, they just made some adjustments, changed things up, and also, I mean, Kestrel on the side of Lobsters just doing what Gronky was doing to them when they had that spawn side. You know, exact same plays. Running towards cop car, shooting on the left, droning on the right, so just using their own tools against it.
I was about to say, this is a huge decision by Gronky. They really want to hold it down. 2 downs for him already. Every member of Lovely Lobster knocked out. I saw you shaking your head like, ooh, crisp on that one.
Yeah, I was just saying,
Gronky.
I mean, look at Gronky, man. He's getting 1 or 2, maybe even 3 sometimes. He's really opening up the floodgates for the beat off of. Gronky's setting the tone right now in this strikeout, and he is doing a great job of it. His team's feeding off of him very well, and I mean, just going back to what I was saying, he's proof. You can clearly see it. Okay,
He's
he
on
goes
fire.
down to the fire,
He's gonna
but-
get picked up by
Yeah,
the
he's
Dahlia.
on fire, literally.
Literally on fire. Yeah, they had to make it real in both ways. But Dahlia picks him up. He's still standing. He's still going. 19 HP left. Hope to stop this fight. Have to use the util on him. But Lovely Lobster with those picks are going to retake here and have one shot here. 2 tickets down, but they get 2 easy picks just like that one. Let's frag out. They can really make it work. And now with that pick, they set up a great crossfire. 1 ticket to 1 ticket with that timer.
Enemies are low
Going
on lives.
down. Lovely
Fresh
Lobster,
up.
no more respawns, but it's about to be dead even.
Enemies are out of reinforcements.
Yo, Zestro definitely, if he would have just kept running through the doorway, he would have been immune for the beginning of that fight. Like, the end of his immunity would have met the beginning of that fight. But he just stopped on the corner and then gets hit
45
fired
seconds,
around the
15
corner,
hours.
just waiting on the corner. Speaking of corners, a lot of corners.
On this map. A lot of corners on Vice, more so in Cafe, but plenty here over by the fountain. He gets the first Zestro. Also down there as well. Only the Dahlia left. What started off so good has seemed to start falling apart as Delena ends
Been wiped
things
out.
here for Lovely Lobster. Cute Hamster are
Gronky